Hello, everyone. I am Raven M. Harris. Welcome back to the Reset channel, where we talk all things reset, how to reset your life both personally and professionally. So, today we're talking about behaviors, right? So, you ever see something in somebody else and you're like, that is, that's team doing too much. So one of the things that I've seen recently, maybe displayed in others, is complaining. Yes, always with a sad, soppy story. And I guess I would say the wild thing about it is when you see a behavior in someone else that turns you off, and then you take a look in the mirror and you realize, yikes, I've been doing it as well. I'm guilty as well. The reason why it jumps out to me is because I've displayed those exact same behaviors. So my recent look in the mirror, after seeing some of this stuff, made me think about wow, you're giving so much energy to negative versus reserving all of that energy to being at least problem solving, right? So with my complaining, I had to ask myself, number one, is this something that I can change or impact or have some type of influence on? And if no, then why am I beating it like a dead horse? And if yes, why don't I do something about it? It's one of those phrases I'm sure you've heard before, change or complain. And it's it made me think about, okay, problem solve or complain. Which makes the most sense? It's all of that time and energy that you went giving this sad, soppy story. You could have done something productive. You could have done something that actually helped resolve it, fix it, correct it, make it better. But you spent all of that time and energy just venting and just, wallowing in it. So I wanted to share that with you because it's one thing about complaining, it's really putting negative energy out in the atmosphere. And the next time you get that spirit of complaint come over you, I'm guilty. It comes over me more than I'd like to admit. But the next time you get that spirit of complaint, and you start going down that rabbit hole, it's you need to ask yourself, can I fix it? Can I not? And am I gaining anything by wallowing in it and just turning it over and over and over and over and sharing it with everybody versus doing something that resolves the situation? And that really prevents you from spiraling into a seat of negativity. And one of the things too that kind of jumped out to me is that we can all find something, right, that's not going as we would hope or like in our lives. But are we forgetting all of the amazing things too? All of the blessings, all of the daily blessings that happen. And I had this revelation that the more I complain, I, limit the room for gratitude. I limit the space that gratitude has to really just be filled with in my life, in my atmosphere, and in the people around me. There's so many things that I can be grateful for. And there's this phrase that says, what you focus on grows. So it's if you focus on the negativity, of course it grows. If you focus on things to complain about, we can find some of everything to complain about. So just something I wanted to share in terms of resetting when a complaint comes into your mind. It's okay, how can I find something good about the situation? I ate at a restaurant the other day, and quite frankly, the food was terrible. But I will say that the wait staff, they were very kind, very accommodating. And I try to remind myself, they just work here. They're just doing their job. They're doing the best they can. They're not in the back cooking. They can't help the food, taste bad. But they were very kind, very conciliatory, did whatever they could to try to resolve the situation as much as possible because they're not in the back cooking. So it's like I, make sure that I show that I'm grateful for their service and my tip and just saying thank you and being gracious. That's all I can do. So just remember, when it comes to that spirit of complaint, when it's trying to slap you in the face, just remember to have some gratitude and to find something. And I know sometimes it can be hard to find something down that you can be grateful for, and also to not to put as that complaint spirit out in the atmosphere and that negative energy out in the atmosphere. Find something to be grateful about.